Welcome back to Brick Gaming YGO. I'm here bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to do a profile on my first place Orcust Sky Striker deck profile. I also took this to regionals very recently, and I am bubbling out at the regionals. I still did pretty well going X-2, but I bubbled out. So let me just get right into this deck profile. I took first place after making a couple card changes. At the end of the video, I'll get into the card changes, but for now I'll show you what I was playing. So first off, we play the standard triple Harpour, the standard double symbol skeleton, standard double Orcust nightmare. You don't play three is bad. The one world wand, and then the one gizmech. And that's pretty much all the Orcust cards you play. I consider all these cards Orcust cards, and all these cards are very clutch if you draw into them, except for these ones. These ones you do not want to draw into. And this card is less preferable to draw into, but it's still amazing engine, just gets you there every single game. Then I played triple mathematician. The more times you see this card, the better. It's fine if you open up like multiple of it in hand, because a lot of times your opponent will hit you with a Lancia first turn if you're going to go like game 2, or they'll hit you with like a Valor or permanent. And then if you draw into 2, you're basically just saying they're like, okay, cool, I'm ready for next turn. Then we play one Armageddon Knight and one Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher, I side that card out like literally every single game. It's one of the worst cards, but you need it just in case. Like, it's one of those just in case cards, like you open no other starters, and it's like, okay, I kind of just need this card. But a lot of times it's just really bad, and you'd rather have other cards in its place. But you want that consistency first game, so it's still pretty good in that respect. And then we play triple Skullmeister. Skullmeister is once again another amazing card. It puts in a lot of work in the mirror match, puts a lot of work in against any deck that utilizes the graveyard. Against certain, like against Orcust, it's really strong. Against Thunder Dragons, it's really strong. It has some very strong meta matchups. I also played against Spyral, Orcust in the finals, and this card came in clutch against that deck. Skullmeister really just shut down their plays. Then I also played Double D Crow. This was better against like decks like Sky Strikers and like decks that had graveyard resources and need those cards to stay in the graveyard. So it wasn't best against like Sky Strike. Wasn't the best against Orcust, I meant. So it's still pretty decent, still pretty strong card. Then we played Double Ash Blossom. After a lot of playing around with this card, I probably want to bump this card up to 3 now. It just puts in way too much work. Now I play Double Effect Valor. This card is really clutch against certain matchups. Other matchups it's not so clutch against. It's really one of those cards that you can side out or just leave in, just depending on like what you're playing against. And then finally Double Cyber Dragon. This card is really good for first game because your opponent never sees it coming, especially if they make you go second. If they make you go second and you see this card, you're just wrecking your opponent's whole entire day. Now, game 2, if you're going second, just leave it in if your opponent's playing an extra deck. But if you're going first, just slide it out. It's one of those types of cards where if you're going first, slide it out. If you're going second, keep it in. It's really clutch against decks like Sky Striker. Really can just shut down their plays. Just really amazing card. Mega Fleet puts in work in pretty much every single matchup. The only matchup it's bad against, I would say, is True Draco. And that is the monster lineup for this deck. That's all the monsters we play. Then for spells, we play 3 Alert. 3 Alert is really good. Just gets you more resources. This card just puts in a ton of work. Once again, another card you side out, because going like second is a card that you would rather have hand traps in its place than see Allure. So you generally side Allure out for hand traps. And also like it's only good if you leave Skullmeister and DD Crow in, because those are the cards you want to banish out of your hand. So it just depends on like what you're playing against. It's one of those really like interesting cards where it's really good in some matches and other matches it's really bad in. Then we play triple Twin Twister. Twin Twister just puts some work against any backward deck. This deck's probably biggest weakness is just going to begin like True Draco and just try and play through all that back row. So it's really good to have this card in here at 3. I've always been considering Cosmic Cyclone, but I have a lot of thoughts on that card, and I think it's only good against really certain matchups. But I do personally prefer Twin Twister just because of how much work it puts in and gives you a discard of your hand, which is actually a lot better than what the Cosmic Cyclone would do. And then we play triple Engage is just amazing. You want to see like Engage every single game. It's not always a +1 this deck. You don't play enough spells, but when it is a +1, you're going off. You're just gonna win right there. Then for the Sky Striker spells we play double Shark Cannon, just 2. That's all you need. 1 Widow Anchor, that's all you need, and 1 Hornet Drones. I kind of went back, rethought about the whole Sky Striker engine because I've been playing around with like 5 search targets. I've been playing around with like full Sky Striker engine. I've been playing around with all of that. But I think just for the standard deck, you only need this base. Like this is all that you really need just for standard Sky Striker engine, in my opinion. Then finally for the rest of the spells, we play 1 Return. Return's really good, puts in a lot of work. Just free draws, in my opinion, and just free advantage over your opponent. And then we play 1 Babble. Babble also really good. Just puts in tons of work. I got this card, Cosmic Cyclone, all day at the regional, all day at locals. This card gets Cosmic Cyclone like constantly. But it doesn't matter because if you were able to chain your stuff off of it, then you're pretty much set. So remember, you can chain to your opponent's cards because your cards are still quick effects engraved when your opponent tries to target Babble or something. So you can just get tons and tons of free advantage because your opponent's going to waste one of the resources on Babble, but Babble like, cool, whatever. Then we play 1 Rhoda, 1 Foolish, and 1 Upstart to round off the spell cards. And that's all the spells you play in this deck. That's all you need. You don't need more, you don't need less. I think that's the correct number. And then finally we play 1 Orcust Crescendo. I've been playing around with ratios of this card, but I think 1's the best ratio for it. Now getting into the extra deck. For the extra deck we played we played full Sky Striker package. And the reason we played full is because number 1, Hayate guarantees that engage draw. Also, if you're going into like time, this card is just a free hit direct. You win the duel. You win the duel right there. This card that came in really clutch once during the entire regional, and just really clutch card. Then the other 2, Shizuku. Shizuku's fine because if you open like a brick hand and you have engage in there, don't waste your engage. Just go into. You could technically. Well, let me put it like this: if you have Hornet Drones to engage, activate Hornet Drones, make Shizuku, and sit there. But if you just have engage, activate engage, go Hornet Drones, make Kagari, bounce back engage, then go into Shizuku. The next turn you're going to still have 2 engages. So it's just basically a way to guarantee if you brick, you have 2 engages either way. Then for the Orcust, we play triple Galatea. Galatea is pretty amazing, puts in a lot of work, does a lot for the deck. Then we play double Dingirsu, obviously, just in case you go in a grind game. And then we play the 1 Longirsu. You only need 1. It's okay. It's probably the worst of the Orcust cards. Then we played 1 Zeroboros. Zeroboros won me games against Sky Strikers. Sky Strikers can't out this card. They can't deal with it late game. But if you're in late game and you make this on Sky Strikers, you're just going to win the duel. You're just going to win right there. And that goes for like a lot of other meta decks. For example, like Salvage and like other decks. It's just, bruh. You just win. And then we play 1 Burl Sword Dragon. Burl Sword does a lot of work. Just OTK. Your opponent usually sees the OTK coming in. It just gets used to games faster. Then we play 1 Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix just deals with problem cards. Nightmare Unicorn just deals with problem cards. This card is so abusable. And the reason being is you don't have to have a field spell engraved to activate its effect. You can just discard 1. So like let's say this spell you're able to make, but you don't have, but your only Orcust is like a nightmare or something you can't summon in your hand. You can just use him, dish it out of your hand, get your whole entire engine rolling. And I actually had 2 judge rulings on this card because no one believes you when you say, okay, in fact, I have no field spells engraved, but in fact I get discard 1. Yeah, people think that you're like cheating or something like that. But I've had to call the judges twice for this card, but it's so good. Like this card, it's just a free discard. It just gets you there faster. If you're not able to get into your nightmares or if you've already used them, this card is just really good. And then finally we have 1 Chimera Tech, and it's just for the Cyber Dragon package dash engine. Now getting into the side deck. Side deck is kind of basic. We played double Ghost Spell, so if your opponent plays Call by the Grave, this negates Call by the Grave. If they play Graveyard Deck, you beat the Graveyard Deck. Then we play double Lancia. This is for a mirror match in case you go, in case they, well, if you win, they're obviously probably going to go first. So you side on Lancia and you just shut down all their plays. Then we play double Draw and Lockbird. Draw and Lockbird puts in tons of work against Pendulums, Sky Strikers, Thunder Dragon combo decks, etc. So, really, that's like, really just one of the best cards ever, in my opinion. Like, a lot of people will think it's bad now, but I still think it's amazing. Then we play triple Mind Control. Mind Control just puts in a lot of work again. Your opponent, like, against zombies, this card is insane against zombies. You just take their cards. They most of their stuff will negate the monster effect, so you're just like, cool, I'm going to take your stuff. It's just a really amazing card, really puts in a lot of work going second. Then triple Call by the Grave. If you're going first, I actually highly recommend this for a lot of decks, especially against Sky Strikers or other decks that might be playing hand traps or even the mirror match. You kind of need it right now. Normally, I'm not a big fan of Call by the Grave because it's a really defensive card, and it's basically saying, okay, I'm just going to play on the defensive instead of playing on the offensive. I mean, it really comes down to play style, but I've always felt like this card was subpar, and during the event, it never really came up except for when people had like Orcust engrave or Array engrave. That's the only time it came up. Then we had one Jamming Waves. Jamming Waves deals with more back row decks. I don't like back row decks, so I'm not going to have any of that today. And finally, we played double Heavy Storm Duster. Once again, not going to deal with back row decks today. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of back row decks. So, yeah. That's my deck profile. This got me first place at locals yesterday, and I bubbled out of the regional using this deck. Now, there was one change from the regional to now. At the regional, I was playing 45 cards, and I was playing, instead of, I had a couple different ratios, but I was playing double Prinkertop's main deck, and one side deck in the place of, I believe, I think it was the Drolls I was playing in place of, but no, I was playing Drolls. Ghostbell was I was playing in the place of it. But, yeah, I was playing Dino Wrestler's main deck. And that card did not come in clutch at all during the regionals. I've heard people talking about how good it is, you know, for this deck. How it just wins games. But Cyber Dragon puts in way more work right now. Just my personal opinion. Also, Mega Fleet is dark. So you can just sit there with a Cyber Dragon. Once you get arrows open, you can just make Mega Fleet. It's dark. It's way better than Prinkertops. If you draw on Prinkertops late and you've already started an Orcust combo or something like that, it's just worthless. So I think overall the Cyber Dragon is just a lot better going second card. I really just cut down Prinkertops because it never really came in clutch. It never did enough in a duel. And finally, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, sub, comment, all that fun stuff. Let me know what y'all thought. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good day.